Okay guys, this video is going to be a short overview of how the new front office training section of the app is going to work. Basically, whenever we have a policy that we feel like is too involved or too complicated or needs too much emphasis for us to send out a reminder via update, when we think we actually need to do some additional training on a policy, we will list it here under the employee training and testing part of the module, which can be found under assets on your app. Now, you can see I've got two sections already listed on here. One is the intro to training and testing, which actually is already formatted exactly how every other policy that's issued will be formatted. And two is the EPO policy. So if we have a new issue after this that we need to train you guys over, it will be taking up spot number 3, spot number 4, and so on and so forth. Now, the process for all of these sections, no matter what the policy is about, is going to be the same. It's going to follow a specific order. This is an example. So on step 1, you're going to have a written overview of the policy, which you can see in our example we have right here. This is a written overview of how this portion of the app is going to work. And then step 2 is going to be a 2 to 3 minute video or audio file explaining the policy, which is actually what you guys are watching right now and is what will be posted right there on the app. Step 3 is going to be a quiz over what you just learned in the audio video file as well as the written portion. And we have that right here. This is a quiz over everything that you guys are hearing now and everything you just read in the section before now. And then the fourth section is a little bit different. The fourth section is actually going to be the results of a policy audit. So every time we issue a new policy like this, that's this involved, we are going to endeavor over 2 to 6 week period to pull a consistent audit of it. For example, when we issued the policy that you needed to collect up front, we started to pull weekly audits to match up y'all's receipts to the time, the timestamp on the receipts to the timestamp on the patient's fee slip. And if the timestamps were within a few minutes of each other, we knew that people were collecting up front. So we want to do that going forward. Now, just for something silly, not something we're actually going to audit, to create an audit as an example for this, I created a chart about whether or not you guys read and watched this video in the section of the app within 24 hours of it being released, 24 to 48 hours, or 48 to 72 hours. I'm not going to fill out this, obviously, I really don't care. But this is kind of an example of what you would find here. It's going to be charts, it's going to be information like that. It is not usually going to have your name on it like these do. We want everyone to feel good about what they're doing, and if we need to talk to someone about, give them some constructive criticism, generally we prefer not to do that in a public way. But it would have things on here like, hey, on these dates of services, we had this many patients walk into the clinic with balances, and here's how many of those balances we collected. So anyways, that's basically the overview of this section of the app. Thank you guys.